Validation. What is the general meaning of validation?
Um,
Validating, checking something.
verifying.
Yeah. Okay. Before accept anything, we need to validate it, right? Anything. If we want to purchase any product, we go to shop and we'll check that in a different ways, right?
Yeah.
We first validate that whether it suits to our requirement or not. Okay.
Mm.
So similarly in Salesforce, we have to validate the data which we are entering. Okay. We store the data in different objects, right? In the custom object, in the standard objects. Okay. But if user enters data which is incorrect or which does not suit the requirement, okay, that's of no use. It's a junk data. Okay, we need to prevent the users from providing that kind of data. So here in Salesforce, the validation rules will help us to prevent the user from entering the junk data. Okay,
Okay.
is this clear? Validation rule or any doubts?
Yeah.
Okay, here in the
No.
validation rule also we'll write the formula. Okay, we'll write some
Mhm.
formula. Based on that formula, it will throw an error to the user saying that hey, you have entered incorrect data. Provide right data. Okay, based on the formula, whatever we have written, based on that, it will fire the validation rule fire and alert the user to enter the correct data. Okay, for example,
Okay.
let's say we have a discount, a defined discount on the opportunity. Okay, if a user entered, let's say we have defined a discount of 10% only. Okay, but the user
Mhm.
entered 30% discount. Let's say it's his personal account and he entered 30%. Okay, we need to throw him an error saying that you can only give 10% discount, not more than this. The system has to tell him he can give only up to 10% discount, not the 30%. Okay,
Okay.
we can prevent the user doing that kind of thing using the validation rule.
Okay.
Okay, this is also based on the user input. First it will check what the user entered and it will go in the validation and search whether any rule is written to prevent this entry. If there is a rule written to prevent that entry, it will notify the user saying that this is incorrect. Enter the correct one. If there is no validation rule is written for that entry, it will just allow him to save. Okay.
Okay.
See, right now we have here an example. Validate that the account number is numeric if it is not blank. Okay. Just we have seen the account number can take characters also. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to write a validation rule to enter the numbers only, digits only. It should not allow any characters. As per
Okay.
as per someone's requirement, they have only numbers, not the characters included in the account number. They want to prevent the users from entering the characters. Okay, so they can write the validation rule on this account number. Okay, just go to the account, view validation rules. So I already written the validation rule, account number validation. Oh, it's for length. Account number should be numeric. No, it did not fire because it's not active. I'll write one more. Click new. Provide the rule name. give any name which is relevant to your validation rule. And here also you have insert field and also function, same. This is also formula editor. Okay. On which field you have to do the validation? On the account number field, right? So you have to insert that field. So what exactly you want to do? You want to prevent the user from entering the characters instead of numbers. Okay. And you want, if that account number is blank, not blank, that means if they want to enter something into this value, it is not blank, they don't want to leave this as a blank value, then only you have to fire the validation. If they want to leave this field as blank, you have nothing to do, you don't have any worry. If they want to provide any data, then only you want to prevent them entering the characters. Okay, so we have functions like is blank. Okay, is blank, see here, checks whether an expression is blank and returns true or false. Okay, is blank. First I'll take, here we have the operators: add, subtract, multiply, divide, concatenate, equal, and or. And or are logical operators. Okay, and these are all what we call them, I forgot, mathematical operators something we call, and these and or are called logical operators. Okay, so here and means it should satisfy both conditions. Or means it should satisfy any one condition. Okay, so now I want to have an AND condition to satisfy if the account number is not blank and is not blank and it should have only numbers. So what I am saying is account number is not blank and if the both criteria is satisfied, okay, then only the validation rule should fire and notify the user to provide them only numbers. Okay, so I'll take and okay, here logic 1 comma logic 2. Okay, see here, I'm just writing this. So what is our logic 1? Not, this should not be blank, that is our logic 1. And what is our logic 2? Logic 2 will be, it should be number only. Okay, so in our logic 1 we should have to write, insert our field. Okay, this is a just syntax of and logic 1 comma logic 2. So here I will write insert field, account number, insert. Okay, so our account number should not be blank first of all. So I'll take the is blank function. Is blank. Here in the expression I insert the account number. Account number, insert. See, what does it mean? Is blank, account number. Okay, if the account number is if the account number is blank, okay, and if the account number is blank and what is our next logic 2 is, it should be, it should
only
be
numbers.
only numbers. So we have another function here, is number. Okay, and we insert this is number function. And what is the field we have to check for the number is the account number field, right? So select the field, account number, insert. See here, when it will, the validation will fire, is blank account number is blank and account number is number, not is number. It is little confusing. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So uh, here the account number is blank and account number is number. Okay, first it will return account number is blank. If it is blank, okay, if it is blank, it will return true. Okay, if it is not blank, it will, this expression up to this, it will return false. Okay, in the end condition, if this is true and this is true, then only validation will fire, or if this is false, then only it will fire. Okay, and means both should satisfy, then only it will fire. If one is true and one is false, then it will not fire, the validation rule.
Okay.
Okay. Here where error location should be the account number.
I think your screen is not shared.
Oh, sorry.
Screen is not shared.
Okay. Oh, I lost sharing. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. So what is our requirement is the account number should not be blank, then it should ask them to enter only digits. Okay. And is blank account number, and account number
Only
is
number.
not a number, then it should ask them to enter, right? Account number is not a number, then it should ask them, it should validate. So here we are checking is number, account number, but it should check for the not is number, right? If it is not the number, then it should ask them to enter the correct one. So here we can say, you can take not operation.
Okay.
Okay, not of showing. This is the syntax field. Okay, this is the syntax. So this, in the not operation, we included all our formula. Okay, not, and, or, these three are logical operators. Okay, not, and, or. Just check the syntax. Provide the error at account number. So if they provide the error where we getting the validation error at that particular field, then only we can correct, right? It will show error somewhere else. It is hard to rectify where the error is. Okay, save. And here if we edit this account, which is already having text, okay, just edit this one. and just try to save. I'm just not editing anything because it's already having text here. So just save. Try to save. What? It is saved. Our validation did not work. Oh, sorry.
Okay, we kept it as not numbers, right?
Yeah. This validation will work little tricky. Like if we give true, it will true and false based on the true and false.
Okay.
I'll explain you this little lengthy in our weekends.
Okay.
It's blank. Should not be blank. Not this number. And well, worked. Yeah. Account number must be numeric. Yeah. So if the account number is not blank and the account number is not number, then it will provide us this error. The error message which we written here, error message, account number must be numeric. Okay. So
Okay.
the error is showing right at the field. So we can correct that field.
Okay.
Now it will not give us an error because we have gave only numbers. Okay. We can
Okay.
test this in different ways. Provide only characters and numbers. Numbers and characters and numbers only. Now it will save. So whenever you write the validation rule, just check that in a different ways. So
Okay.
here the account number should not be blank, and account number should, if it is not a number, sorry, account number is not blank and account number is not a number, and then that means the both condition should satisfy. Then it will throw the error. If we put R here instead of and, okay,
Mm-hmm.
if any one satisfies, then it will fire this error. Okay, I'll just make that R. Just change it to R. Enough. See here, now it's firing without any value.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Because here we put the or condition. The first condition is satisfying, the is blank one, not is blank. Okay, the not is a number. This is not a number. So it's meaningless. We use if we use R here. And you can make this validation rule to be active or inactive. Okay, if it is active, then only it will work. It will fire the error. If it is inactive, then it will not. It will not do any impact. You can make it as active, inactive. And now if you enter anything here, it will not fire the validation. We'll just save because our validation rule is inactive.
Okay.
So it is little confusing, but if you keep on doing the task, you'll get some idea. Okay.